Welcome to Project Management course. In today's lecture, we will cover the project scope management, which is one of the areas of the project management knowledge areas. So this presentation introduces the project scope management, and the slides will cover the definition, importance, and the core processes, along with the practical examples and tools, and finally the key takeaways. Just looking at the definition of the project management, you can see the project scope management refers to the process of defining, documenting, and controlling what is included and what should be excluded from a project. So it ensures that the project delivers exactly what the stakeholders expect, no more, no less. It also prevents the scope creep, delays, and unnecessary cost as well. You can see here the proper scope management provides clarity of the work for all the team members. It also prevents the wasted effort, enhances stakeholder satisfaction, and sets a baseline for monitoring and controlling the project performance. So without the scope management, the projects often lose focus and exceed resources. In this slide, you can see the core processes according to the PMBOK. We have the plan scope management. So in this phase, we decide how the scope will be managed. In the second step, we have to collect the requirements from the stakeholders according to their needs and expectations. Then we have to define the scope and to prepare a detailed scope statement as well. Then we will decompose a project into a work breakdown structure, that means into smaller tasks and indivisible tasks, so that we can know that how much work is involved in our project. Then we have to validate the scope as well to obtain a formal acceptance of the deliverables. And finally, we have the control scope. We have to monitor and control the scope so as to avoid the unnecessary changes in the scope document. Let's take a practical example. If you want to develop a university library mobile app as a project for final year project, so it will include the student login, then it will also include the book search, and a client or the student can also get the overdue notification as well. And we can also include how to reserve a book 24 hours before. And we can also check that whether the book is available or not, or it has been issued to a particular student or any person, and when it will be returned. So we can include something more as well. And the things we want to exclude, just like the payment systems, we want to exclude from there, like other payments of the students, we want to exclude from the library all those things which are relevant to the library, so only those features will be included, and all the unnecessary features or those features which are not relevant to the library, so we will exclude. And finally, we have to control the scope as well. If any client is requesting for a particular change at a later stage, so we must get a formal approval of both the changes that will be included in the project. Now you can see the work breakdown structure of the university library management system. First of all, we will divide into main modules, like in the library management system, we can have the user management, catalog management, the loan or the issue management of the book, and then finally the administration. We can also include another module to reserve a book as well. You can see under the user management, we have the user registration, then we have the user accounts as well. In the catalog management, we have the book entry, so all the books which are available inside the library, so we have to make entry of that. We have to provide an interface for that, and we have to provide an interface that how we can search the book. So we can search the book either on the title, or the author or the edition as well, or on a main domain. For example, if I am searching for a book, the IT project management or the project management or the operating system or anything else, so on that I can also search that how many books are available in a particular domain. Then we have the loan or the issue management system, in which we will provide an interface to check out how many books have been issued, or we can also check that when a particular book will be returned. Yeah, we can also check that how many books have been issued to a particular student, and like that. So another feature, that is the administration. It will include the reports, that if you want to make a report that how many books have been issued in this month or in this particular week, or we can also get the report of that which domain books are mostly issued to the students, so we can get the reports as well. And along with that, we can also make settings of the system as well. In this, you can see that we can uh, we can enable or disable some students. Let's suppose after getting the graduation, after being graduated, the students can be log out, or their accounts can be deleted from this app. Or if, let's suppose, if a particular book is not available, so we can also make delete that books as well. So it means all the settings that are related to the book or either to the students accounts, so we can manage these all. Then we have another component, and that is requirement traceability matrix. That is also very important, that when we are approaching or we are developing or designing a particular app, so we must know about the progress of that. So actually, we have 3 to 4 columns here. We have the requirement ID, functional requirement 1, 2, 3, and like that. And then we have to mention the description of that requirement, just like the user login, etc. Then which type of the test cases will be implemented on a particular functional requirement. So we can also check that, let's suppose the TC1, the test case 1, and the test case 2 has been implied over there, whether it has been implied or not. And then we can also check the design as well, whether the high level design has been completed or not, or whether the low level design has been completed. So this is actually the traceability matrix, that we are linking the functional requirements and its description along with its design and the test cases, that to see the progress of that, so that the project can be completed within due time and budget. So the key tools and the techniques which are required for the project scope management, it includes the work breakdown structure. Already I discussed it, that work breakdown structure means to break the project into smaller components. Then another tool we need is the requirements traceability matrix. It means that how to link the requirements to deliverables. Then we also need the change control system. It means to govern the approval and rejection of the modification, because most of the time we see frequent modifications and changes from the client, so we have to control them. So these are the tools and the techniques that are required during the project scope management. Let's recap what we have discussed. So the project scope management defines the boundaries clearly. It also prevents the uncontrolled changes in the scope creep. Scope creep means that the unwanted or the frequent modifications that are irrelevant or either unnecessary changes that we want to make in our project, and that can delay our project, that can deviate the project from its goals, and that can delay in terms of the time, cost, and as well as that can go beyond the defined schedule. That is called as the scope creep. And then finally, we have the to ensure the project remains aligned with the goals, resources, and the stakeholder expectations. And finally, it is also equally important in academic and professional projects. So this was all about the project scope management.